Hello everyone, it's DA here. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you are doing amazing. Today we're going to be looking at the Anthem patch 1.0.3. While the game is not perfect, this patch is supposed to make things better. So starting with the performance and hardware usage, I noticed that my CPU usage has reduced. Now it is clocking around 45% and my GPU usage is around 70%, but at times when in the heat of battle, I noticed the peak for the GPU go to around 90%, but still it comes back down after a while. Sony also reported that their own data doesn't show any consoles or any PS4s being bricked due to Anthem, so I guess we can all call it an old or bad hardware, or the typical people trying to start up stuff like they did with the $20 skin hoax. Either way, I'm glad that Sony came out with their own confirmation. In terms of FPS, it is still around the same for me, around 60, 55, sometimes around 65, but I guess that's because mine wasn't bad to begin with. Now, I want to know if yours were bad before, if it has improved. There's a lot of quality of life changes which were added. I haven't experienced any audio crackling so far and no audio out issues. And I'm also able to pick up a contract and teleport to the expedition screen, which is something a lot of people had been asking for. Now, in terms of gear items, there is now a great distinction between players who are running on an epic javelin versus players who are running on a masterwork javelin. There's also a lot of loot fixes as well, and of course you have that gear score boost. With the gear score changes, Masterworks and legendary items are now leaps ahead of other items. Uncommon gear is now at 34, rare is at 36, epic is at 38, and masterwork is at 61, and legendaries are now at 75. That is huge. The Light of the Legion starter rifle, which was given to you if you pre-ordered the Legion of Dawn, has also been buffed to a gear score of 46. So that is really good. So when you're starting off, let's say you're a Legion of Dawn and you're starting a new character or things like that, or you haven't even touched the game at all, this means you get this really good boost. And at the end, I was able to push my Colossus to a gear score 690. Up from 490 that it was a few days ago. Remember my guide for Masterworks Farm on Easy that I did a few hours ago? Well, now it is also quite useful because each Masterwork weapon will boost your gear score substantially. If you look at it, Masterwork is at 61, Epic is at 38. So stacking two Masterwork weapons, just farming it on easy difficulty, is a lot better. Now who's talking? Alright, now in terms of how this changes impact the boss fights, I will say it is a lot better because I melted enemies so easy. Now once again, this is Grandmaster 1. I know some dummy will come out there in the comment section and say, no, you're playing on easy. Oh my god, this is not GM1. This is Grandmaster 1. I don't know how to explain it to you, but if you don't believe it, just it's all up to you, because I know someone is going to say I'm lying. Now, once again, this is GM1, and if you're high enough, you can become a god in this plane. Strongholds have become a lot easier, and I'm sure Grandmaster 2 will be a lot lenient, and Grandmaster 3 might be a lot easier for a lot of people as well. Now, in terms of loot drops, removing the common and uncommon items from level 30 makes it so much easier to get masterwork and legendary items. This means that those trash drops are no longer in your loot pool and you have a better chance with top tier rewards. I got 2 legendaries so far since the patch and a whole lot of masterworks too. So that is great news on my end. In terms of bosses though, you can now prime titans. They already talked about it, and it is great that this came just right in time for the There Be Giants free play event. So it's really cool. I was able to melt the titans easily, so that is just really cool because now you can perform combos on titans. Now I don't know if this means you can now prime and combo the monitor as well, but I'll have to check that out and see how that affects the monitor. Going through the patch, I was cautious to see what will be addressed and what will happen, considering that it is several days early. But I have to say bravo to bioware on this end and making sure that it is not creating a whole new kind of worms to deal with. I will not just usher praises because this should have been addressed before lunch, but I can also see why issues like this cannot be tested on a smaller scale just using people within the studio or hiring testers. Now, of course, people are saying that this patch was pushed out early because of the Division 2 release. Yes, of course, that is called business. The same way you see a lot of Warframe ads on every Anthem video lately. I know you guys have been seeing it. And of course, you will see a lot of Division 2 ads on Anthem videos and Destiny 2 videos. That's just how business work. No company is just gonna go out there and just take that L. No, they have to compete with each other. But anyways, expect more tests and more videos from me today. But as always, it's DA signing out. I'll see you in the next one.